Powerful winds blow in and the lights stay dark as trees crash down in the early morning hours, knocking out power to thousands of people across the region. The latest estimates on when power will be restored.
The winds are dying down and the temperature is dropping. I'll let you know how cold it's going to get tonight for those without power. Plus, I'm tracking rain and snow in the forecast for Thursday.
In North Idaho, heartbreak for one family as the home that's supposed to provide safety is crushed by a massive tree, killing a man while he slept. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Well, downed trees, fallen power lines, and thousands of families still in the dark. Scenes like these stretched across the inland northwest after a historic windstorm tore through the region. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. We've seen homes destroyed, roads blocked, and in North Idaho, one family waking up to heartbreaking news: a loved one killed when a tree crashed through their home. We have team coverage with crews across our area tracking the damage, and we begin with Derek Strom, who is live in Fernand, just outside of Coeur d'Alene, where that man was killed during the storm in his own home.
Derek, Kirsten, sheriff's deputies arrived early this morning and found a 55-year-old man who was killed by a tree that fell through the middle of his home. And there were other people that were trapped inside the home, but they were rescued safely with no serious injuries. Crews worked for hours to get the tree removed from this house in Fernand Lake Village. Deputies say the man who was killed was asleep in his bed when the tree came crashing down. He hasn't been identified yet. The damage to the home is extensive. Several neighbors stopped by to look at the damage and see if other people in the home needed a place to stay. Deputies are warning people to be cautious around trees today, and you can see why. Several came down on the heavily traveled road of Government Way, blocking traffic. J.D. Walker lives nearby.
We heard this tremendous crash, and at first I thought it sounded like something fell on the house. So we went out back, didn't see anything because I thought it was back there, and we came out front, didn't see anything. Of course, it's still dark. And then my wife, half hour later, goes, "Oh my gosh, look out in the street."
And in Post Falls, more destruction. A large tree fell right onto this fence on Douglas Court, blocking the rest of the cul-de-sac. Luckily, no one was hurt. Another tree just across the street fell and hit a farm stand on the corner. These two neighbors were trying to help in the cleanup and get things back to normal.
Literally was just coming home to get out of the wind for a while, and this is what I knew it was going when I left, just because of how much it was leaning over the road right here. But yeah, I was kind of hoping it was give me something to do.
Scoped it out with the flashlight, making sure everything was good with the house, make sure the other trees looked all right, and waited till the sun to come up so I could take care of it.
And as for that man who was killed in Fernand Lake Village, GoFundMe has been set up to support his family. It's raised over $6,000 so far, and we'll have a link to that on our website. Live in Fernand Lake Village, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
All right, Derek, thank you. And we did see historic wind gusts today, with some areas seeing hurricane-force winds.
Yeah, let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker. And Chris, thankfully, the worst of the wind is behind us now.
Oh, yes, winds are continuing to die down, but here's just a look at some of the reporting that we had this morning from these winds, peaking between about 4:30 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. Spokane International Airport, a 75-mile-per-hour wind gust. 74 is hurricane strength, so you can imagine Moscow and Pullman with an 81-mile-per-hour gust, and Lewiston with an 84-mile-per-hour gust. No wonder we are seeing such widespread damage. Now, this is something that is really striking to me. This is our power outage map, and the county with the most power outages is also one of the counties with the fewest people. Shoshone County has had such an awful time with flooding over the past couple of weeks. I thought this was a mistake at first. 10,000 people without power, but I checked, and that is the case. 99% of the county is without power right now. We are seeing lighter winds, still gusty in Spokane Valley, Pullman, as well as Sandpoint, but these winds will continue to decrease through the night. Still a little bit of a breeze right on through tomorrow morning, but nothing like the gusty winds that we have been seeing throughout the day today. our temperatures will be dropping into the realm of freezing. We've had such warm nights that it's going to feel cold, but these temperatures are still above average. Regardless, it is going to be a very cold night for our friends without power. I will be back with your 7-day forecast. There is some wet weather on the way for Thursday, actually as early as late tonight. I'll explain in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. When many people woke up this morning to find they had no power, they went out to try to pick up some necessities like batteries for their flashlights. The only problem was some stores also had no power, and that includes the General Store on Division Street in Spokane. The store managed to set up some generators to at least open the cash register to make sure families were still able to pick up supplies.
Power companies across our region are working as fast as they can to restore power. Avista says even if you don't see damage near your home, problems elsewhere can still knock out power.
Our transmission is really the interstate highway of our electric infrastructure, and when that's not working, our local distribution system can't work. And right now we have over 20 sections of transmission that are down that are causing a lot of these outages.
Avista also says most customers can expect power to be restored by Friday, with full restoration expected by the weekend. And our ongoing power outages are forcing some school districts to cancel school tomorrow. We just heard before this newscast that includes the Plummer-Worley School District and the St. Mary's Joint School District.
Well, this morning's winds caused scenes like this all across the region. There's one massive tree that went down on Spokane's South Hill near 22nd and Bernard, an area historically known for damage following high winds. Our Natalie Grant was there as crews started to clean up.
Here at the intersection of 22nd and Bernard on Spokane's South Hill, residents were woken this morning by some strong wind gusts, but also a big boom as this massive tree came toppling down across the roadway here from this front yard into the backyard across the street. Now, thankfully, we're told everyone is okay, but the homeowner we spoke to said they are no stranger to windstorm damage. Families on the South Hill are no strangers to scenes like this. Trees toppled after big wind events.
It wasn't until the sun came up that we saw just how big the tree was.
That is especially true for Eric Davidson. Big trees like this have fallen on his South Hill property during windstorms in 2015, 2021, and now 2025. He says in the past, the house has taken a beating, but thankfully this tree only took down a fence and scraped up some siding.
It's almost surreal, you know, and you really do count your blessings. I mean, if that tree was aimed a little bit differently, it could have gone easily into one of the bedrooms or whatnot. And so it really was a blessing and that it missed it.
Crews spent the day hard at work to get this main South Hill road back up and running. Meanwhile, for neighbors like Eric, it's time for another round of cleanup.
We've got half of a tree sitting in our backyard that we got to try to figure out what to do with.
Until the next round of winds. Reporting in Spokane, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.
All right, take a look at these photos of crews clearing out fallen trees on Highway 31 between Medellin Falls and the Canadian border in Pend Oreille County. The Department of Transportation says crews cleared out about 30 trees in that area. It closed the port of entry for hours, but it has since reopened.
And it's a similar site on the west side of Washington with downed trees and power lines on top of crews already trying to deal with historic flooding. At one point, more than 250,000 customers were without power. State and local officials are preparing for even more flooding, with some rivers expected to peak tomorrow. Yesterday, Governor Ferguson announcing that he is working on a major disaster declaration from the federal government. If approved, the state and victims would have more access to resources to help with the rebuilding process.
All right, still had tensions flare on day 3 of the trial stemming from a Kootenai County Republican town hall as both the sheriff and the accused take the stand. Why the sheriff's testimony could be pivotal for the verdict.
A lot of people argue that it's taking away the critical thinking of people.
Artificial intelligence is rapidly reshaping how students learn, from concerns about cheating to new tools saving teachers hours of work. We're taking you inside local classrooms where AI is no longer optional, and the lessons being learned about using it responsibly. Next on 4 News Now.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Heritage Health. Drive home the holidays and save up to $16,250 off or 0% APR on new 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevations. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make a little one feel like a giant, can bring sparkle to a teenager, or be the unspoken language between best buddies. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch as they welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. Could they all just fade away? But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Drive home the holidays and save up to $11,500 off or 0% APR on new 26 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevations. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Well, it has invaded nearly every industry, from finance to healthcare, construction, and agriculture. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is a part of our everyday lives.
It's no different for our kids. I talked to students, teachers, and AI developers about how the technology is helping your kids at school and what we still have to learn.
It's becoming the viral phenomenon of a generation.
There's a lot of people argue that it's taking away the critical thinking of people.
Artificial intelligence is everywhere, with more information than we know what to do with.
You can't escape it. It's just a part of your lives, whether you know it or not.
And that extends into the classroom. Right. Courtney Bach is leading an AI teacher workshop in the Meade School District. One of the hot topics, cheating.
It's pretty safe to assume that if you're sending home assignments and homework, students are going to use AI.
Bach says kids are going to use AI, so there's a growing need to know how to use it responsibly.
And we can educate people, we can educate parents, we can educate students, we can educate teachers. AI can be a really, really powerful tool for everybody.
These workshops are empowering teachers at Mount Spokane High School.
I mean, I've been teaching for 17 years. Like, they're always going to find a way to cheat. It's just in what way?
Ms. Jessica Klingback, like most of us, has been experimenting with AI for a few years.
I'm playing with it in real time with the kids in the classroom. I'm like, what else can this thing do? And
now she says she's fully embracing the tools AI offers teachers, like rewriting test questions.
Different quiz, but same content, and just saving me time.
Simple template tweaks and organizational benefits are pretty obvious. Ms. Klingback says AI problem solving is getting more advanced, like when she found a way to adjust curriculum for students with individual education plans.
I took the text, put it into I use Claude AI to do this, put it into Claude, and I said, I need you to maintain the same text structure. So same titles, same subtitles. If it's a bolded word, it needs to be in there. So key content, rewrite this at this reading level. There's no possible way I could do that level of modification or accommodation by myself without the support of and accessing the AI.
Students are making changes too.
So like with math, you can take a screenshot or like take a picture of the math equation and it helps you solve it and go through step by step.
And obviously there's millions of articles on the internet, so one thing I use it for is I ask it to find me a piece of evidence from a credible article that gives me that exact piece of information. So
even the students who were against using AI initially now say it's unavoidable.
It's hard to find someone that hasn't used some form of AI. Like even if you Google anything, there's now automatically attached Google AI Gemini.
She's right. Unless you use the web filter in your Google searches, you're given an AI overview right at the top. If you use AI regularly, you might be able to spot what's real from what's fake. Like this studio isn't what we use at 4 News Now. It's actually an AI-generated image. And this pretty park isn't real either. We're standing in Studio B, but you don't need a green screen like this to make backgrounds anymore.
like my graphic design teacher, she sometimes has it to give her ideas for something, but then she'll build off of those on her own.
The examination of this technology is also spawning new classes in higher education.
Our engagement with AI is teaching AI.
This is the new Institute for Informatics and Applied Technology at Gonzaga.
We want to enhance learning, not harm learning.
It recently launched the university's Learning Assistant, thanks in part to these two students.
Then we joined the Institute officially in May. Then we start working on Zach AI.
When I went to a job conference like 2 weeks ago, they were asking a lot more questions about like, how do you use AI when you're coding? How do you have any hands-on experience developing an AI application? Yeah.
And now you can say yes.
Now I can say yes.
Yeah.
Next year, the new Informatics Institute and School of Education are inviting K-12 teachers across the state to a 3-day boot camp about how generative AI changes the way we learn.
If we learned anything from social media, we learned that grown-ups need to be aware, educated, and in charge of new technologies.
So when I see a lot of people, oh, that's a system, that's an intern, that's a being, intelligent being, so I can ask anything to do everything for me and accurately, but it's not.
One of the hopeful applicants, Courtney Bach, who plans to take what she learns and expand her own teacher instruction sessions to educators in Meade, working to harness the emerging tech for herself and for her students.
Progressively moving AI in education forward, it's where I think it needs to go, and hopefully I can get to be a part of it. So.
And earlier today, I found out that Courtney was accepted to the Gonzaga Fellowship. There were more than 80 applicants, which was more than they were expecting. They were expecting about 20 to 30.
Yeah.
So they are extending the training for educators from public, private, charter, and tribal schools.
That's pretty cool, actually. And of course, the kids are more adept at picking it up than us adults, right?
They taught me a lot during those interviews.
No doubt.
Wow. Well, here is your Thursday forecast. We are going to be starting off above freezing, but still may see some snow. That's going to pick up in intensity as we get into mid-morning with a rain-snow mix turning all to rain with a temperature at 6 o'clock of 42, but our high will come later in the evening. A lot of interesting weather to tell you about after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
Set the scene for the season. Bring home comfort and style that feels like you. Create spaces you love coming home to. Many pieces in stock and ready for delivery. The Tin Roof. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting, the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
Don't let congestion take over. Afrin No-Trip. Wow, ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief. The wow is real.
And now try new drug-free Afrin Saline.
Set the scene for the season. Bring home comfort and style that feels like you. Create spaces you love coming home to. Many pieces in stock and ready for delivery. The Tin Roof. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
GMA this week. George, Bradley, and Will.
That's insane.
I know.
On life, cheesesteaks, and making a new movie together. This week, only on...
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
And welcome back, Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining us once again.
Yeah, and Chris, we saw a lot of people waking up to damage. And I noticed, you know, especially with my own family, if it's not on your street, you might not have realized in the first few hours how severe this weather was.
Absolutely, myself included. And so I logged on to KXOI Plus to see, because normally my neighborhood is the one that really gets it. And I was down just a few blocks from the problems. But boy, they are widespread, and winds right now have much, much calmer. We are generally less than 20 miles per hour for our winds, and we are not seeing as many gusts, and those winds will continue to die down this evening. Temperatures have dropped into the 30s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We're not going to see these temperatures drop much from their current readings. Here are 4 things to know. We have winds decreasing. Snow overnight. That's going to turn into a rain-snow mix tomorrow morning, and then eventually all rain as we warm up through the day and into a windy Thursday night. But we're talking about garden variety wind gusts, 35 miles per hour, perhaps 40 miles per hour. Our forecast radar, I'm starting off at 11 o'clock tonight because we'll be dry through the evening, but the clouds will be increasing. And by 6 a.m., we've got some snow falling across parts of the region, including around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. That will continue through the morning commute. May see some isolated areas where we see some accumulation, but it turns all to rain, and we may see some heavy rain at times through tomorrow evening. Here's 7 o'clock tomorrow still with some steady light to moderate rains. Most likely snowfall tonight through Thursday. Not very impressive, less than an inch in most of the valley locations. There will be some pockets on some of the higher benches in the northern valleys where we could see up to 2 inches of snow, and we'll see some heavier snow in the mountain areas. Your winds, meanwhile, we're going to be seeing them pick up again, but not like last night. We'll start off at noon tomorrow with 11-mile-per-hour winds. We'll start to see some gusts mid-afternoon in the 20 to 30-mile-per-hour range. Finally, by late tomorrow night, we'll be seeing those winds in the 35, possibly 40-mile-per-hour range. High temperatures will also be hitting our high temperatures about the time those winds are picking up, and we'll be well into the 40s around the region. 43 in Meade and Spangle and Cheney and Hayden, 45 degrees in Spokane as well as Coeur d'Alene. Those temperatures are more than 10 degrees above our average high of 33. 51 in Lewiston, and 39 in Sandpoint, 40 tomorrow in Bonners Ferry. Your planning forecast, a wet Thursday. We dry out and cool down for Friday and Saturday with just the chance of a little bit of light snow. More rain snow coming in for Sunday and Monday. Wednesday, that is Christmas Eve. Santa will not likely have any snow waiting for him. Hopefully something changes between now and then in that regard. Kirsten?
All right, we'll keep watching. Thank you, Chris. Still ahead, we will continue to track that storm damage across North Idaho and take you to multiple neighborhoods to show you cleanup efforts.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Monday Night Football, 49ers Colts at 8 on ABC, ESPN, and Disney+.
Why aren't you guys using your campus cars?
Just lazy.
Well, you better start using it soon. We got a huge giveaway coming up.
What is it, a 24-karat hot tub?
What is it, a timeshare on Mars?
What is it, a llama with a driver's license?
That's better.
Well, is the llama also a personal chef? Because I feel like there may be hygiene concerns.
Okay, there is no llama.
4 News Now and BECU are teaming up to welcome in some fun and friendly holiday spirit. Send us a picture of your pet decked out for the holidays, and you could win a $100 gift card to a local pet store courtesy of BECU. Details at KXLY.com/holidaypets.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer.
Why is a touchless wash best? Touchless doesn't smack and beat your vehicle with rags and raw brushes with the risk of scratches. Instead, we have multiple nozzles that deliver powerful 800 PSI water jets, covering everything from the sides, the roof, and even the undercarriage. Our mixtures remove dirt, grime, and those nasty, nasty street chemicals.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
Whether planning your big day or needing a final touch, the Spokane Wedding Expo is for you. Experience firsthand all the aspects of a great wedding. Food, fashion, photography, and flowers all in one place. For tickets, visit SpokaneWeddingsAndEvents.com.
Your Greater Spokane Ram dealers wrap up the year sales event is on. Now's your time to unwrap great deals, like 0% APR financing for 60 months on 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorns. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Backed by our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. That's right, 0% APR financing for 60 months. Plus, America's best full-size truck powertrain limited warranty. Hurry in today before these huge deals disappear.
Well, that's the sound many have heard throughout the day as crews cut up downed trees across the inland Northwest. In Coeur d'Alene, one tree even came close to hitting Winton Elementary.
Madeline Mullins has been following the damage across the region today and takes us to North Idaho, where roads are closed and trees and power lines are down.
It is just steps away from Winton Elementary School that a tree came crashing to the ground, taking down power lines with it. Now, fortunately, it did not damage the school, but this neighborhood and the elementary school lost power in the process. Now, the Coeur d'Alene School District did cancel classes today for Winton Elementary School, as well as all of the other schools within the district because of loss of power and damages due to the wind. Now, right now, this road is blocked off, and it's just one of many in North Idaho that is blocked because of damages due to the wind. Over on Harbor Island in Post Falls, several trees fell over, one of them blocking the road and taking down power lines with it. And now crews within North Idaho are busy as they work to get these roads clear. In Coeur d'Alene, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Well, many school districts decided to cancel school today, but Spokane Public Schools remained open on a delayed start. SPS opted to start 2 hours late. We did reach out to the school district to see what led them to make that decision, and as of now, we have not yet received a response.
All right, take a look at this photo of a tree that landed on top of someone's home on College Hill in Pullman. As you can see, it's hanging about 10 feet up in the air. By the time our cameras arrived, though, it was already being cut apart. And just a few miles away in Moscow, a massive tree narrowly missed one of the buildings near the University of Idaho's Agricultural Science Laboratory.
Still ahead, tensions running high on day 3 of the trial tied to a Kootenai County Republican town hall, with both the sheriff and the accused taking the stand. Why the sheriff's testimony could play a key role in the verdict.
And thousands are still without power across North Idaho and Eastern Washington. Buena Vista expects to have everything back to normal. Next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make a little one feel like a giant, can bring sparkle to a teenager, or be the unspoken language between best buddies. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch as they welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time.
Great time to buy Ranger, Maverick.
Slated. And F-Series.
America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Let's light them up.
Now that's some holiday power.
That's Holiday Pro Power onboard.
It's like a mobile generator.
Lease a F-150 SDX 4x4 for $329 a month for 36. Or purchase with 0% for 60 and no payments for 90 days.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Gift adventure this holiday at Black Sheep Sporting Goods in Silver Lake Mall. From stocking stuffers to top brands like the North Face, Ariat, and Columbia, we've got it all. Shop winter gear, footwear, kids apparel, and unique gifts. Amazing deals await at Black Sheep.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, take a look. This is what families living near the intersection of Alberta Lane and Waikiki Road woke up to in North Spokane. A massive tree blocking the main road in. Other damage in the area left thousands without power.
Let's go right to Alexandra Cohen-Yards, who is live on the South Hill tonight, where hundreds of families are still without power. And Alexandra, you are seeing a Vista crews working there. Any word on when the lights will be back on?
Yeah, Kirsten, the hope for Avista is to have lights back on all across the region by Friday. However, they say that it could go into the weekend depending on how things are going. Right now, you can see they're working here on the South Hill where hundreds of homes are still dealing with power outages. And just for context, we're located right now by South Bernard Street, close to its intersection of 21st. And crews tell us that what made it especially hard during this windstorm was its extent.
Giant trees splitting houses in half, a rattling sight families all across the inland Northwest woke up to this morning.
There's probably not more than 15 that could strike the house. A little scary at times.
Dave Carlisle lives right across Alberta Lane, where a tree fell in the early morning hours, causing severe damage to this home.
Came out to the front of the house and found a hook and ladder fire truck on the street, and this big tree behind us down.
This neighborhood, like many others, was out of power for several hours this morning. At its peak, Avista says 80,000 of its customers were without power, including one place many rely on during severe weather conditions like this, the general store.
All of our power is out except for emergency lights.
Instead of closing down, owner Miles Barony and his brother jumped into action. Take a look at this video. Staff from the general store literally walked customers through to find whatever items they might need, which during hazard winds like this can be crucial.
Whenever these things happen, people think, oh, I should probably have X, Y, and Z, like chainsaws, headlamps, propane.
While thousands of families have gotten their power back over the last few hours, many are still in the dark. Avista warns that could be the case for the next few days.
So we encourage our community to check on their neighbors.
And while the most severe winds are past us, the mental and emotional damage is far from over.
It's a windstorm, but still, it's close to home, which makes it a little scarier.
Now, this was a historic windstorm because of its strength, and damage can still be seen all across the inland Northwest, but crews actually tell us that the damage to infrastructure was less severe than the 2015 and 2021 windstorms because of the preparation and upgrades they have been putting in over the last few years. For now, reporting from the South Hill, Alexandra Conyards, 4 News Now.
Alexandra, thank you. Those strong winds knocked down power lines all across our region. Power companies say you should assume they're live and don't go near them. On your screen right now is video taken by one viewer who had a power line fall across their driveway. Power companies say if you see a downed power line, be sure to report it right away.
One home in North Spokane was hit by not one, but 2 trees. Here's video of that home where you can see both of them landed right on the roof, causing damage. Thankfully, though, no one was hurt. And I will remember that video from the general store for the rest of my life, because those workers getting in there with the headlamps and, you know, just really thinking about neighbors and what we can all do to help each other.
Right. So is the wind wreaking havoc in the area today? We've got rain and maybe even some snow to look forward to in the coming days. Now here's Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker.
A little bit of everything, but thankfully we are done with the hurricane force winds. Our winds today in Spokane, 75-mile-per-hour gust recorded at the airport. That is a stronger gust than our historic windstorms of 2015 and 2021, where we had a 71-mile-per-hour gust. So our strongest wind event in history. Our current winds died down substantially. 18-mile-per-hour sustained winds at the airport. We do have some gusty winds in Spokane Valley as well as Pullman, but nothing compared to what we saw this morning. The peak winds were between about 4:30 in the morning and 6:30 in the morning around the region. We do have some wet weather coming in the next several hours by about 5 a.m. starting off as likely non-accumulating snow or some light snow that's not going to amount to much. By 11 o'clock, that's up to 100%. Let's take it hour by hour. Some light snow in the morning, then a rain-snow mix starting around 10 o'clock. That is going to continue through the afternoon, and then our winds begin picking up a little bit again. It turns over to rain, and our temperatures start increasing. We'll be 42 degrees at 6 o'clock and won't hit our high of 45 until late tomorrow evening. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast. Plus, it is Wildlife Wednesday in just a few minutes. Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Tensions were high on day 3 of the trial for the man accused of dragging a woman from a Kootenai County Republican town hall.
Sheriff Bob Norris and the defendant, Paul Truett, took the stand today. Hunter Bertram has those moments from inside the courtroom.
Paul Truett faces multiple charges of battery and false imprisonment. And on the 3rd day, his defense team called Kootenai Sheriff Bob Norris as a witness, which at times got heated.
You're not a lawyer, correct? No, I'm not a lawyer. I make an honest living. I'm not a lawyer.
And during Sheriff Norris' testimony, he explained he was at the town hall to give the Pledge of Allegiance, but also to address a security threat towards one of the legislators there. Because of that, Norris says he was on high alert. During the meeting, he said it became tense as several people began disrupting.
Had I not done nothing and it broke into a melee, they would be asking, Sheriff, you were there, why didn't you do it?
His actions led to the forced removal of a few individuals, including Teresa Bornpole, who was dragged out.
The temperature of the room, that it had reached a flashpoint. Had I not done something, that something would have likely have sparked off.
Later, Truett testified he and his team of security guards acted under Norris's command to ensure safety for everyone.
I just assisted to help remove so that we could keep Ms. Bornpole reasonably safe.
Truett argued he's innocent and his actions were in line with the sheriff's overall security directive. But prosecutors claim his actions were violent.
To remove anybody, I didn't take that action. I followed the action of the sheriff.
Late today, both sides gave closing arguments. A jury verdict is expected tomorrow. Truett is facing time behind bars. In Coeur d'Alene, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Washington voters in the state's 4th congressional district will be choosing a new representative next year. Republican Dan Newhouse announced he will not seek re-election. He was first elected back in 2014. He gained national attention when he was one of 10 Republicans who voted to impeach President Donald Trump during his first term. Newhouse thanked his family for their support and said he plans to continue serving the district.
All right, Washington State is only 5 days out now from the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Yeah, and the Cougs players are looking to return next season and paying close attention to yesterday's press conference. Jack?
Yeah, Kirby Moore entered Pullman as the next head coach for WSU. Take a listen to what players think of this new move and how they process the second straight offseason, knowing new leadership coming in. It's coming up next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon on ABC and ESPN.
One night in Memphis, the nationally acclaimed tribute concert featuring Elvis, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Johnny Cash live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, January 29th.
Winning is just the beginning.
Winter's creeping in. Is your heating system ready for the challenge ahead? Don't let an unexpected equipment failure or high energy bills impact your comfort this holiday season. At Bills, our comprehensive maintenance can discover problems before they start, giving you peace of mind to focus on what matters most. For a limited time, you can schedule a tune-up for only $59. Call us at 208-777-5528 and schedule today.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models.
See your local GMC dealer.
Holiday magic awaits in Sandpoint. Visit Aspen & Stone and capture the spirit of the season. Discover cozy home accents, styled furniture, artisan decor, and gifts for everyone on your list. Aspen & Stone at home in downtown Sandpoint. Live beautifully.
Ready for action? It's No Holds Barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
Tonight, 8/7 Central. It's the biggest holiday party of the year. iHeartRadio Jingle Ball featuring Ed Sheeran, Nelly, Renee Rapp, Alex Warren, The Kid Laroi, Sean Paul, Le'Veon, and more. iHeartRadio Jingle Ball tonight on ABC, next day on Hulu.
The Rob Reiner murder investigation. They did everything they could to save their son. But when should parents just give up?
It's very hard for parents to see their children struggle.
Next, Inside Edition. Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Washington State football is now just 5 days away from their debut famous Idaho Potato Bowl appearance, where they're going to face the Utah State Aggies on the blue turf in Boise. The Cougs face an Aggies team they saw just a year ago in a 49-28 home win. And now the two future conference opponents meet for the 6th time in school history, Wazoo holding the current 3-2 advantage. And as WSU put those final pieces together to wrap their season, they also look ahead to the next chapter of Wazoo football. Kirby Moore had his first day as a Coug yesterday, and now the WSU players reacted to the hire, what they think of the new leader for the Cougs for 2026.
I mean, obviously it's something we went through last year. I mean, it's like, I feel like if you go through it one time, you get trained to kind of work through it and battle through it. And honestly, like, thinking about it, all I really care about is setting the seniors out the right way. Like, we're focused on winning a bowl game. We're not focused on who's coming in, who's this. We're trying to send our guys out the right way and finish the season off how we started it.
And you just heard from Kyle Martin, the offensive lineman. He did confirm that he is a Cougs through and through and does plan to stay here for next season. And for the bowl game, both Mia Green and I will travel down to Boise to cover the Potato Bowl. We'll bring you all live coverage from the Gem State Capitol this coming Sunday and Monday before and after kickoff. That's December 22nd, 11 a.m. Pacific time. And as we mentioned, of course, yesterday saw that introduction of Kirby Moore as the new head coach. He did take some time to speak with us about what the journey to this position has been to get to the Palouse and lead WSU and what that means to his family to take this job here so close to home.
My dad dragging me anywhere and everywhere, coming to Cougar Spring Ball, Mike Price, Bill Doba, and seeing the Cougar success, right? The Rose Bowls. And then there's a family side to it. My wife is also from Prosser, Washington. She sacrificed an incredible amount for our family. And then when this job came open, right, it felt like the stars were aligning, right, in terms of us coming home and having incredible memories for our kids.
Moore says he will be watching the Potato Bowl very carefully next week, evaluating returning talent for WSU despite plenty of seniors lost, like quarterback Zevi Eckhouse, and the inevitable few into the transfer portal. And the Gonzaga Bulldogs return to the kennel tonight to take on the Campbell Fightin' Camels. Great name there in the Zags non-conference home finale. The score right now, 45-29. Gonzaga was in a bit of a tight one for a lot of the first bit of this game, now starting to pull ahead as you'd figure. But not only the Zags tonight, but Washington State men's playing Eastern Washington over at Spokane Arena, a 5:09 classic. Our Mia Green's at that game, which will be a lot of fun. Can't wait for that one too. Tipping off in just about 15-ish minutes.
Yeah, a couple of fun games tonight. All right, Jack, thank you.
Very busy. All right, Chris.
4 things to know about your weather. Winds decreasing. We have some light snow coming overnight. A rain-snow mix and rain for Thursday and a windy Thursday night, gust 40 miles per hour. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Set the scene for the season. Bring home comfort and style that feels like you. Create spaces you love coming home to. Many pieces in stock and ready for delivery. The Tin Roof. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community, but that we're part of it.
We'd be happy to help you.
Making sure everyone feels welcomed and rewarded.
$1 on the way out.
It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed.
Thanks so much, Eric.
And also, just what the doctor ordered.
Need some help?
Right by your side.
Hi, Alex.
Right when you need us.
I'm gonna go grab that for you, okay?
Welcome to CBS. Join us.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Wherever you need us, American On Site.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back?
Go with Auvelity.
Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Go with Auvelity.
Set the scene for the season. Bring home comfort and style that feels like you. Create spaces you love coming home to. Many pieces in stock and ready for delivery. The Tin Roof. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU, here for good.
Welcome back. We are once again joined by Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker.
And Chris, we saw record wind gusts in parts of the inland Northwest today. A lot of us were awoken in the middle of the night by that.
Absolutely, and obviously we're still gathering the stories of the impacts. I think there's going to be a lot coming out over the next few days with these winds. Here's just a sampling. These are all at airports, so official numbers from Coeur d'Alene, 66-mile-per-hour winds. Felts Field, 67. Spokane International, 75 miles per hour. 74 is hurricane strength. An 81-mile-per-hour wind in Moscow and Pullman. Unheard of. 84 mile per hour winds in Lewiston. We had much higher winds in the mountains, and we still have a lot of people without power around the region. This update's live, and I'm really concerned about this Shoshone County number. I've double-checked it because at first there's only 14,000 people in Shoshone County. If there's 10,000 power outages, and actually a little bit more, they rounded down there at Avista. That county is dark right now, and they're dealing with flooding from last week and the cleanup and the damage. So it is a real disaster. Well, let's track our weather going forward. This is the system that caused so much problems, and really it's region wide. We have winds right now moving into the northern plains. We, however, are in a bit of a break, but we have another system coming. It comes along with a warm front. It's going to bring some light precipitation early tomorrow morning. Here's 8 o'clock. May start off as snow. I think that in the valleys, accumulating snow, it's going to be tricky to measure because you'll get some and then it will melt as we warm up and this warm front comes through. We'll keep the rain going. The cold front comes through tomorrow night, nowhere near as strong in terms of wind speed with this system, but we are going to see our winds picking up again, 40 mile per hour gusts with this system, but it has a lot more moisture to work with, so we will see those rains. Finally, by Friday, we are mostly dry. We're going to cool down and keep the showers going in the mountains in the form of snow. But snow for us tonight and Thursday in the valleys, generally less than an inch. And with high temperatures and rain, high temperatures in the 40s and rain throughout the day, it'll likely melt. These are some of the rainfall totals that we're going to see from that system. A little bit of a break Friday, more snow possible on Saturday, and then a mix of rain and snow off and on through the 7-day forecast. Christmas Eve, there's Santa. I hope he brings us some snow at the ski areas. Oh my goodness, what a beauty. Mark Vogt shared this picture. It is Wildlife Wednesday of a gorgeous mountain goat. Looks like it's just posing there in the rocks and the moss, and it looks like it could go to the groomer, though. Usually they look a little sharper this time of year. Maybe he's getting that winter coat. Susie Corpay shared this photo of a Lake Coeur d'Alene bald eagle just snatching, what has it got? Oh, it's a kokanee. There it is. Looks a little different than the kokanees that you and I might enjoy. And from Courtney Litwin, look at this darling. I thought that he was smiling. I'm like, oh, he's smiling at Courtney. No, a mouthful of fish. Derek.
Wow, some great picks there. All right, around the region, surveys indicate Americans don't feel great about the overall economy right now.
But it won't stop them from hitting the road for the holidays. Multiple forecasts see record numbers of holiday travelers. Karen Kafas in Washington, D.C. with a look at which costs are up and down.
More travelers, more airplane seats, higher airfares, and lower gas prices. It all adds up to another 2025 travel boom.
Americans aren't letting economic uneasiness stop them from hitting the roads, the rails, and the airports for the holidays.
The uncertain economy is certainly not stopping them from holiday travel. This is yet another record season.
AAA forecasts 122.4 million U.S. travelers will take a trip at least 50 miles from home during the end-of-year holiday travel period. That's up 2.2% from 2024. About 90% of holiday travelers, AAA says, will go by car, with the national average for a gallon of gas sitting below $3 thanks to crude oil prices down 20% from this time last year. In the skies, industry trade group Airlines for America anticipates domestic airlines will carry 52.6 million passengers between December 19th and January 5th, up 1.5% over 2024. Expedia's Melanie Fish says passengers who want to travel with minimal crowds should avoid the highest volume days.
The busiest day for air travel is shaping up to be that Saturday right before Christmas. And then the second busiest day is shaping up to be the 26th, the day right after Christmas.
Airlines for America predicts U.S. Airlines will add 72,000 seats each day of the holiday stretch. Sarah Kopit, editor-in-chief for travel news site Skift, says airlines have prepared for the rush as best they can, even as the nation grapples with an ongoing air traffic controller shortage.
The airports and the airlines, they are confident that this season they'll be able to handle anyone who wants to come out and fly.
And for those who delayed booking their holiday flights, Expedia's Melanie Fish tells me that there still are some seats available, but expect to pay for them. She also said that some last-minute routes may require multiple legs or layovers, so make sure that saving money is worth that extra time. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
Well, millions of Americans are concerned that their health care costs could rise with Obamacare subsidies set to expire in just a few weeks. House Speaker Mike Johnson blocked a vote to extend those tax credits. This means the average person receiving Obamacare tax credits should now expect to see their annual premiums rise by an average of 114%, according to the nonpartisan Kaiser Family Foundation. Democrats and Republicans not seeing eye to eye on a solution.
From the very beginning, Republicans have made their intentions clear. They don't want to see the Affordable Care Act tax credits extended because they don't support providing affordable health care to everyday Americans.
I do think there's a potential pathway in January if Democrats are willing to come to the table with things that actually will drive down the cost of health care.
Now, House Republicans who say Obamacare is inefficient and plagued by fraud are pursuing their own plan aimed at expanding coverage options for small businesses and the self-employed. But critics say the House plan will throw more people off insurance and has no chance of passing the Senate.
Well, before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make a little one feel like a giant, can bring sparkle to a teenager, or be the unspoken language between best buddies. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch as they welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within.
Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor.
Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
Nothing comes easy, whether in the garden or the kitchen. Every meal starts with heart, hustle, and a whole lot of hard work. And your finances should work just as tirelessly as you do. Ascend Checking from P1FCU can earn you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees, no gimmicks, just rewards for the work that you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
This holiday season, you can count on Fred Meyer. You get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices on all your holiday needs. Because at Fred Meyer, quality and low prices always come together. Fred Meyer. Fresh for everyone.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting fresh from the beginning or pushing farther for better results, Move Fitness has the equipment, the classes, and the staff to help you reach your fitness goals. It's a journey, but we're here to support you every step of the way.
So make 2026 the year you commit to get fit at Move Fitness.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, President Trump is addressing the nation from the White House. He says, while this year was great, 2026 will be the best to come. The plans he's sharing for next year tonight on Nightside starting at 11.
And we do have some wet weather coming in overnight. Don't be surprised if you see a little bit of snow happening at your house tomorrow morning. It will be turning all to rain by the afternoon.
Finally, though, those winds dying down and people hopefully are starting to get some of those power outages restored. It sounds like Friday is when Avista is hoping to have most of those restored.
Sure, and such a task for those crews to try to restore it in so many different places.
Hug a lineman, yeah.
All right, thanks so much for being with us. Don't forget to join us tonight for Nightside at 11.